Hello, and welcome to another one of my weekly reflections. Has anyone noticed recently that when they are out and about, maybe on your daily exercise or going to the shops for some essential supplies, that everyone seems to be trying to avoid you? Every time someone sees you, they suddenly seem to cross the road or take a step to the side or just stop dead in their tracks until you have moved on from where you were. Well, the good news is that it is nothing personal. People are obviously following the recommended guidelines of keeping at least 2 meters away from everyone apart from those whom they live with. Or, in other words, abiding to the rules of social distancing. But maybe the term social distancing is not the most helpful to describe what we're trying to do, which is looking after the well-being of all those that we may encounter. Yes, it is very important to keep 2 meters away from anyone that we do not live with in order to look after their well-being during this coronavirus outbreak. But I believe that the term we should be using is physical distancing, not social distancing. I would argue that in a time of mass isolation from each other, with many of us experiencing emotions such as anxiety, fear, and grief, that the last thing we should be trying to do is social distancing. It's in these difficult times that we should be socially engaging with each other. And this is something that Jesus himself did with two of his disciples the day after he was resurrected from the dead. In one of my favourite Bible stories, The Road to Emmaus, in the Gospel of Luke, which just happens to be this week's Bible reading, we are able to hear how Jesus came and socially engaged with two of his disciples in a time that they were experiencing great anxiety, fear, and grief following his crucifixion. It's in their moment of need that Jesus came and listened to their sorrows and concerns and brought them great comfort. And I would argue that this is exactly what we should be doing for each other now. I would like to challenge you all to not keep your social distance from each other. Of course, keep a physical distance of at least 2 meters from each other to ensure that everyone remains safe. But I would like to call you all to engage with as many people as you can, whether that be on the phone, by video conference, letter, text, or any other medium that is available to you. Call upon your friends, family, and neighbours, and be willing to listen to their concerns and sorrows. And if you are the one who may be consumed by those feelings of anxiety, fear, and grief, just like the two disciples, please do not hesitate to reach out to someone and to talk to them. When Jesus left his two disciples, they mentioned how their hearts were burning within them when he was speaking to them. Let's all play our part in keeping people's hearts burning with love that any one of us can demonstrate by simply socially engaging with each other. Stay safe and watch out for each other.